Onijah Robinson, this is a dream come true. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great.
I am so grateful that you are talking to me here on BBC Asian Network. This is a surreal moment. I'm literally pinching myself that I am sat in front of the Queen. Do you
Yes,
know? Respect God. You know what? Let me just clarify. Are you definitely Onijah? Because if you don't give me a full
I am definitely Onijah. I'm the one that says, shh, hush your mouth.
that is you. Are you the one who says respect to the law, respect for the law, respect to halal, respect to God? Is that you?
That's me. That's right. You got them words right.
You are a global phenomenon. We are all obsessed with watching your videos. You have brought so much love and light to the entire world with your trip to Pakistan, with those videos of you over there. Firstly, can you believe just how famous you have become in the last 2 months?
Actually, yes, I'm aware of it, but I don't really watch TV like that. I don't be on my social medias like that. But I am aware of the rumors and what's going on. And, I hear mostly good things, and that's better because it's always pros and cons, right?
When did you realize that Onijah, you were no longer Onijah Robinson from New York? You were now Onijah Ahmed, this global sensation online.
When I converted, I realized I was at Onijah Ahmed. When I converted and I put my trust into Allah and God, like that's when it changed for me. It went big.
You have become an overnight sensation, as I've mentioned, but you are now back in New York. How do you
Yeah.
look back at that time in Pakistan and all the experiences that you had?
Well, I look back at it as like, the food, tasting the food here is like, going different places, recognizing like, okay, this seemed like Pakistan a little bit. It's okay. But I really miss Pakistan. Pakistan is, I really miss y'all. I miss y'all, Pakistan, for real. I hope they doing well. Because it wasn't my choice to leave early. It's just that my visa was up.
You
Yeah.
had the most beautiful relationship with Pakistan. Pakistan fell in love with you, and you fell in love with Pakistan as well. Did you ever think that you were going to build such a strong connection and bond with the people of an entire country like that?
Honestly, when I first got there, I was like, I didn't have no idea, to be true. I didn't have no idea, but I know these people was loving and caring, and they pray all day. So I love that because I sometimes I over pray, because it's just the joy of loving God. Period. Loving Allah. It's just the joy of telling Him how you feel if you don't have no one else to talk to. So it's amazing. Like I feel great. Yeah.
You had so many parathas, so much keema out there. Are you missing the parathas and the keema?
I'm missing the parathas and the keema, especially the keema with the grilled turkey chicken beef.
Yes.
It's really good. I love the keema. I used to always tell my husband, "Oh, can you order the two keemas or whatever?" And he will order the two keemas. It will be hot and ready. Like that's the best thing. The food is always hot and ready for you.
I can see the smile on your face when you talk about the keema,
Yeah,
and I can relate because I love the keema and the parathas as well.
I would eat the paratha in the mornings for breakfast. I would have the paratha because it would fill you up.
Unfortunately, it does feel like some people were having a laugh at your expense whilst you were in Pakistan. Some people were quite literally taking the mick and pretending like, which husband, who is this Nidal?
Yeah, they
But
don't know. They don't know. So
you tell us.
it's gonna be rumors back and forth saying things about me and my husband, but we're happy right now. We're at the stage right now currently where we both business partners and lovers and we're working together. We both love Pakistan and we love New York and we really want to have a change. This is not what we plan to do this. This wasn't just an overnight, like, oh, let's just do this for fun. Like, no, this is serious.
You are very
It's
much in love. You are very much together.
Yes, we are.
So, for all the people who think that you've gone back to the US, that, that's the end of Nidal and Onijah's love story, that it could not be further from the truth.
That's farther from the truth because we both have passports. We could both, move around. Like we have big things coming. We got big things coming and great things coming. Respect for the law, respect for the law. Respect to Allah, respect for Allah.
We have to
Period.
break this down, Onijah. We have to break this down because the first time you gave us a respect for the law, respect to the law, respect for Allah, respect to God, the first time we got that, you said it so fast that I couldn't quite work out what you were saying.
Yeah, because I feel like like this is the words that's truly coming out my mouth. This is not something that's like I'm doing this for show. It's not like that. This is really how I feel.
So break it down for me. Respect for the law, L-A-W, law.
Respect for the law.
The law, right? Next.
Respect to Allah.
So you add an, we need to clarify this because you're saying to Allah, respect for Allah, God.
Respect for Allah. Yes, respect to God. Respect for the law, because I'm for respect for the law is meaning like respect where you reside at.
And you have respect for the law. When you were asked to leave Pakistan, you left Pakistan. That is respect for the law.
Oh, that's right. That's what it means. Respect for the law, period.
Because there was a lot of misunderstanding. Some people thought you were saying respect for halal, as in the meat that Muslims eat.
I am saying both, and respect to halal. But I'm saying it fast that you can't really hear. That's why I slow down sometimes and say, respect to halal, respect for the law, respect to halal, respect to the law, respect for halal, respect to halal. And also respect to halal is like respect to God. Period.
Onijah, you are such an icon. You are such an icon. You are just a woman who followed her heart. You are just a woman who left behind everything in her hometown and traveled to the other side of the world to be with to be with the man that she loves.
That's true.
And now, here, today, you are an inspiration, an icon, a queen for an entire country. How do you feel?
Yes, I feel great. I feel like I'm still going to make these changes, due to, my visa had to go up. I had to leave the country at the time, but I mean, I will be back. And when I will be back, it will be greatness going on. It will be greatness.
When did you decide that you were going to take on the responsibility for reforming an entire country?
This is when, so Nidal, my husband, he was like, we should do real estate. He came up with it. We should do real estate. So I was like, that's a good idea. I said, you got some good ideas. So I took his idea and we both work with each other, and we're going to change Pakistan. We're going to make it a better place. These people is really nice, and they sweet, and they're kind. It's different. It's like they're together. They're the culture of Pakistan is very beautiful. And I want the world to see that we shouldn't be hidden. We shouldn't be hidden. Certain states shouldn't be hidden. We need to know what's going on. This is a whole world. This is just not, state to state, city to city. This is a world that we live in. Everybody should be happy.
When you say we, every Pakistani feels so happy because you are Pakistani. This is what you were trying to tell the world. You are Pakistani.
That's right. I am Pakistani. I lived there for almost 7 months. Imagine like the experience I had in 7 months. Like, it was amazing. It was amazing. And what I do love about Pakistani is that they have prayer going on every 2 hours or 3. This is what we need. We need to hear something great in our ears.
It's okay being Pakistani by passport or by nationality, but what I love about you is you feel Pakistani.
Exactly.
And I want to know, at what point in your 7-month journey in Pakistan did you start feeling Pakistani?
I started feeling Pakistani when I started to feel the love and safe. When I felt safe, I was like, I'm Pakistani because I'm safe. So when I felt safe around these people, and I was like, as soon as I got off the plane, I loved it. I loved it. I was like, what? This is what? Let me find out. I got this going on out here. I'm a person that likes to, go out and explore sometimes, but When I finally explored, it was the best experience I ever had.
And
I
then
want people to know about Pakistan and how they are a beautiful community there.
at what point did that love for Pakistan turn into frustration? Because we also saw a very frustrated Onijah in Pakistan. You know,
I mean, no, I wasn't frustrated. I was just like, when I get annoyed and then tired, I just start like, getting a little mean. But that's in my culture. We're not nice all the time. We're not mean in a mean way. We mean in a loving way.
you know,
That's why it was like understanding, like I really like her. She's really, up to earth, and that's it.
I'm going to give you some Onijah lines from her time in Pakistan. You need to give me some context as to what was really going on in your mind at that time, okay?
Yes.
I'm not talking unless you're giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. What was going on in the mind of Onijah at that time?
I want to do real estate. I want to build these houses up correctly. I want it to look like New York. No, I'm kidding. I want it to look like New York. Like
Okay.
not exactly like New York, but I'm just saying, like, the houses, how strong they are built. Like, like they deserve to live beautiful too.
The first time Onijah ever said, I'm from Pakistan, respect to the law, respect for the law, respect to Allah, respect to God. What was going on in your mind at that moment?
Thank hallelujah. I got everybody to listen to what I want to really say to this world for years. Like, stop stressing yourself. Stop putting yourself in, situations where that you feel like there's no one there for you. We have God.
It's against my religion to tell you my business.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's against my religion to tell you my business. They know that. They know. They just be playing all day. They know that. They do know that. They just want to play. Pakistani people, I love them. They like to play a lot. They know it was against the religion. That's what they was like, okay, yeah.
The thing is, you were giving it back to them. Like, you were giving it back to them as good as you were getting. You knew some reporters were taking advantage of you. When they were coming and hassling you, when you're sitting in McDonald's just trying to enjoy your McDonald's order, you knew they were taking advantage, right?
No, they wasn't. I felt like they wasn't. They just annoying. Like, they love too much. Like, when people love too much, they like to bother you. Like, they want to, like, do things for you. And that's how they are. They just want to do things for you. That's it. I just be like, go sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta voice your opinion. You gotta make them understand what you mean. Because first of all, I'm speaking a different language than them. So it's like, for me, for let them understand, then it's like a little bit of sign language. Like, go sit down. You know what I'm saying? Or stop it. They understand that. So I try to, let them understand as best as possible of what I was saying clearly.
One of my most favorite things about your journey in Pakistan was your bond with the incredible Shabana. Tell me about your friendship with Shabana.
Shabana is very good. She's very funny. She's always on the phone. We got like similar like personalities.
Really?
Yeah, because in the mornings we be a little fidgety. We always doing something, but we make it on time to where we was going. Shabana was the type of officer to give me love and compassion, and it was beautiful. She was a woman at that too, and that was just great. Like, it was a great experience. Like, the love was crazy. It was more people that deserve to be helped out also that helped me out. It was a big crew.
You had a team. Very famously, you said, I feel great. This is my team. What was that team?
Yeah, I thought they was behind me on the camera, but I didn't know that they was step to the side. But they was right next to us. It was a bunch of other officers there also. It wasn't just Shabana, but Shabana and me grew together because she's a woman like me. So
you were recording very funny videos with Shabana in hospital, weren't you? You were making you were dancing around Shabana. You were having a great time.
Yeah, I mean, Shabana is really a great person.
Are you still in touch with Shabana?
Not right now, not right now, but I will be in touch with her. It's just that I have, a big schedule going on.
If Shabana is watching this, what would you like to say to her?
Shabana, I love you, Shabana.
How
Come here, Shabana. Come here.
do you think Shabana would enjoy it in New York? Because I would love to see Shabana and Onijah take on New York. That would be my dream.
Yes, Shabana would love New York. What? Shabana would love New York. That would be a great image for her.
It has been such a great moment, all of that. But then you disappeared on us for a month, Onijah. You went into hiding for a month. We were actually really worried. You know, the world thought you were in prison for a month.
Yeah, no, I wasn't in prison. It was in prison.
Where were you?
Listen, respect for the law, respect for the law, respect for the law. Period. That's how it goes. But anyway, Dubai is okay. I had a good time out there. That's all that matters, is that I had a good time.
We can't go into detail about what was happening in Dubai because you also deserve your privacy as well. You know, you are now an international star. Are you ready for the fame and the exposure that you are about to have? You know, you won't have your privacy anymore.
I mean, listen, I've been had exposure for the longest. That's why we Muslim and we private. We could deal with certain things. We could deal with things and be private. So if my fame, if I'm, is going up, I mean, all I could do is just keep certain things private in the religion and keep it safe, So what else can I say? I mean, this is beautiful. This is a good thing.
Onijah, you're already behaving like an international celebrity. Look at you. Look at you, how demure you're sat, so mindful, so demure, with your hands crossed like that. You are behaving like an international superstar. I'm sure there is an Onijah Robinson within you who is like, what the hell is going on? Where are these cameras from? Where is this light from? What is this lifestyle?
Yeah, I mean, when it came upon me, I just was like, you know what? Since y'all want to come to me, I got a lot to say.
Because not only do you want to reform Karachi, but you also want to reform New York.
That's right. I'm tired of this. We don't have not one tree out here. Not even one we need to be happy. That's the key word, happy and working. We can't be, that's what's stressing us out. Ain't nothing out here, and it's cold. So we need something to keep us happy, glowing. We like to, like how we get excited around Christmas. Like, the Christians, they get excited around Christmas time. I just feel like we should all be happy like that daily.
Onijah, you would be literally the best friend for anybody to have in life. Like, can you be my best friend, please?
No, I can't. Respect for the law, respect for the law.
What? Onijah, why not?
Respect for the law, because I'm a wife. Respect to the law, respect for Allah. Okay? That's what we do.
Onijah, we can still be friends even if you're someone's wife.
But you have to be my husband friend too. That's the only way it will work out.
Listen, me, you, and Nidal are going out for dinner. Nidal is going to say you and I can be friends, and then you have to be my friend, okay?
Long as he gives the permission, I'm fine with it. Respect to the law, respect for Allah, respect to Allah, respect for the law.
Onijah, the UK is halfway between the US and Pakistan. You two need to fly here. I will take you out for dinner, and before the end of that dinner, you and me will be friends.
That will be it. That sounds like a plan.
When I think of Onijah, I think of a confident, strong, independent woman who can take on an entire country and prove that she can remain true to herself and still be respectful towards their culture. How do you become an Onijah?
You become Onijah first of all by praying and believing by loving yourself. Loving yourself and learning how to love others. That's how you come Onijah, because I don't just love me, I love others too. So coming on Onijah is, it's difficult a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But it's okay. Respect for the law, respect to Allah.
When did this become your catchphrase? When did you decide this was going to be your catchphrase?
And they was being hard-headed. I'm like, you know what? I'm about to straighten this person out. Respect to the law, respect to the law. Because they feel like, like, wow, like, this is a higher power she's calling on. This is not someone else. This is not another friend. This is not this. I'm calling on God. like respect for the law, respect to God, you know, hush up.
Have you had chats about merchandise? Are you getting merchandise made with respect for the law, respect to Allah? Like, what is the business plan here?
Well, my business plan is to have respect for law. That's the image. Basically, any image that I have out that people love, I have it coming to you, definitely. Please, please, just be patient. Everything will be coming out. And I know I have a lot of supporters. I love you guys already. It's really real. You know, I'm really Onijah, you see? Respect to Allah, respect to Allah.
You are now, like I've mentioned, this huge superstar having returned to the US. You are being chased down the streets of New York by paparazzi photographers.
Yes.
What do you do at this point? Like, what is the plan? How does Onijah continue being the queen that she is?
Well, I'm going to just stick to what I do. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a singer. Basically, I'm just working on my dreams to making other people's lives better and happy. That's my goal. You know, like that's my focus right now. And it will always be my focus because that's what I'm here for to do. This is my job.
One of the people you've been hanging out with in the last week is a huge rapper from here in the UK, Stefflon Don. How did that relationship happen? How did you two get into contact, and what was that like?
Shout out to my manager. Shout out to my agent, Jamela. I love you guys. Y'all the best. Anyway, so, you know, she wanted, you know, Stefflon Don just wanted to show love to me, and you know, she wanted to see how it feels to be like a Muslim with the scarf on and everything, and how things work. And she just, you know, loved it. You know, loved the culture. Because she's a culture person also. And culture means culture.
Culture and culture means culture. Are you a fan of her music?
I love her music, definitely, for sure. I always listen to her music, for sure.
Listen, I know you said to me earlier that you're not a rapper, but never say never. Onijah the rapper would be amazing.
No, I'm not a rapper. I'm respect for the law, respect for the law.
Onijah, it has been an absolute dream talking to you. Thank you so much for your time today, for the positivity that you spread, for the entertainment that you have given us as well. And one final time, respect for the law, respect to the law, respect to Allah, respect to God, respect to you, Onijah.
Thank you. Respect to Allah, respect for Allah.